Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm Asilk, or otherwise known as KivKiv, and today I wanted to talk to you all about my channel earning money from YouTube. So let's roll that intro. So to explain what's going on, I think that it would be best to explain it kind of like a timeline from beginning, middle, and then straight up go with the end and what I'm going to do. So pretty much about 8 months ago, I probably could have partnered my channel. Like, I saw the message pop up and things like that with an offer. I wasn't too concerned about it. It didn't really matter to me at the time. I guess I was kind of probably busy. I said, you know, I'll look at it later or something like that, and I totally forgot about it. So about 2 months ago, I checked those messages again, and lo and behold, I remembered that I had totally forgotten about it. So I checked up my messages, and there was an offer there for a partnership. For those of you that don't know, it's very important for gaming channels to be partnered, because that way they can protect your copyright issues in case, well, you know, bad things happen and you get hit by copyright stuff. So it can be really bad for your channel if you don't, you know, protect yourself in that way. Which is why I decided that it would be best that I get that sorted out before anything bad happens to my channel or I get hit with copyright stuff. So the original deal was somewhat good, but also pretty bad in the same sense as well, because because when you get partnered, of course, you get, you know, the revenue and things like that, and you begin to earn money from YouTube. Not YouTube exactly, but you earn money from the network, which is paid for you doing your YouTubing and stuff. Now, the first offer was actually pretty good in terms of the pay. Actually, the pay was pretty darn good. It was a lot of money, basically. And the problem with it was that it was for a 3-year contract. Now, my channel has barely existed for half that amount of time. So, I'd say that that's, you know, not exactly a good deal, because although I'm getting a lot of money, that's a long time to be partnered with them, which means I cannot join anyone else for that time. I can't leave them for that time unless they basically kick me out, which I highly doubt would happen. And if I was getting kicked out by them, I would have to have done something really bad, which means that my channel would also suffer directly as well. So I couldn't kind of set myself up and make them kick me or things like that. So that kind of sucks. So the general thing that I tried to do was, because they were paying me a lot of money, I said to them, well, look, you know, you're going to be paying me a lot more than every other channel that's around about my size. So I sent them an email asking them if they could maybe pay me a bit less, so that way I can get a shorter contract, so for something more along the lines of like 6 months, or perhaps even a year if they could convince me into it. However, they weren't going to budge whatsoever. They said it has to be 3 years for everyone, no matter what, hands down, that's just how it has to be. So, although in the short term the money is great, but in long term, let's come to a few realities here. I don't need the money. I'm not struggling to pay rent. I'm not struggling to pay for my food or anything like that. I am fine. I am still at school. I'm still young. I don't have to pay any bills or anything like that. Everything is fine for me. I'm not in desperate need of money. So, no, I do not need that. Second of all, that's a 3-year contract. Problem with that is that if any YouTube rules change and that network does not go in the right direction that I want them to, I can't leave, or there isn't like a time that I can leave by. So I could join the network, and then the next day YouTube rules could become very strict, and my network basically makes it so that I cannot upload gaming videos. I'm pretty much screwed, aren't I then? I don't have the ability to leave them then, or have the ability to just, you know, kind of keep my channel at a stalemate until I can leave that point, which is 3 years. So if something bad happens, then I can't particularly do anything about it. So I do not want to have that kind of insecurity. However, something I did want to do was, you know, put some more work into it and not be approached by a network. Instead, I thought it would be best if I did some research and came to a network and offered a deal. Which is why I did some research, and I figured out that the one thing I wanted was the quote-unquote freedom to be able to join a network and leave whenever I wanted, because money is not an issue for me, and whatever else comes from it is a benefit, I guess. So that's why I decided to go with freedom. It does give me a lot of freedom, which is good, and that's really what I'm after right now for a network. I'll definitely be changing in the future when an offer comes around, but this is pretty much my join a network for now, and we'll see how we go until whenever, like, you know, a better offer comes around. So that's pretty much it, and yeah. there are some negatives and there are some positives. That differs from network to network, so I'm not really too concerned about it. But one problem I can find with it off the bat is that because there are just so many people partnered with it, it's the largest, I believe it's the largest network, like, in terms of the amount of people that are with them. So because there are just so many other people that are with the network, I might just seem to be another number, which is not something I want. I want to be, you know, have a bit more of a personalized network that cares more about me as a person, and I'm not just partner number 1562 or whatever. I want it to be more like, oh, hey, AceHawk or Kiv and things like this. So I want that, but I do understand that it is very difficult to personalize a channel or network when it comes to such a high number of partners and things like that. So I do understand that in a way as well. Moving on though, one thing I definitely want to make sure that you all understood is that I'm not going to be changing the content just to get more views and get more YouTube money, because that's not what I need, that's not what I'm after. It's not that kind of case where I will pick a different network because simply, you know, they pay less. If I get two networks, they're offering me the same thing, but one offers more money. They're both the exact same except for the money part. I'm going to choose the one that offers more, so that way I can invest more into my channel, because I do want to get things, you know, like more games and more equipment that can help me upload better content. If there are some people that don't believe me when I say this, well, there's a simple fact: I want a better headset because I'm a gamer. I want to play more games because I'm a gamer. I want to get a better mic because I want to have a better sounding voice on my YouTube videos. There are lots of things that I don't have that I want to have for as a gamer, and those are sorts of things and purchases that I want to make with my YouTube money, so it can help to improve my content and make more of it. So that's always something I want to do with my YouTube money, but of course that does get to a point where I earn more than what I can invest back into my channel, if that makes sense. Like if I've got all the headsets and the games and the mics that I want to get, and maybe even the computer that I want to get, where does it go from that? I don't know. I guess I'll probably have to sort that out with myself later on, but until then, which is probably years away to be honest, because those are some seriously big numbers that you need to be hitting to earn that kind of revenue that often. To be honest, I think I'm probably just going to have to end up saving for a while with this YouTube revenue until I get to a point where I can invest it into something larger like a computer. So that's something I want to work towards, and when I get there, after that, I think I'll find out. But until then, we're going to cruise with this. So that's just basically been my view on networks and earning money for now, so I wanted to let you all know that, because I don't want to do view whoring or things like that, uploading like certain videos just to get more views. I don't want to do that at all. But yeah, that's just about bringing the video to an end, so I hope you've all enjoyed it. Make sure that you leave a like, comment, favorite, and or subscription. It's always much appreciated and helps me feel nice, warm, and fuzzy on the inside. So let me know what you thought, and I guess I'll catch us all on the next time. I've been AceHawk, or otherwise known as Kiv, and I'm out.